This is Jay. I haven't done this for a while.
That's all right. And Jay, I met you actually at one of the church feeds, and I noticed you were in a wheelchair, and some of the workers there told me your story.
Yes.
Why don't you tell everybody where you sleep at night?
Well, right now, because I was being kicked out of the airport, I was going in between the bathrooms, you know. But right now I'm on the road.
And so, where did you sleep last night?
Where did I sleep? I slept last night for the first time in 5 days in a flap house over on 240th.
Do you have any idea where you're going to be sleeping tonight?
No.
And then you were telling me thanks to budget cuts, they cut your caretaker's hours.
Yeah, they cut my caretaker. They cut my caretaker hours because of the budget cut.
And then that money, when they slashed everything, that's how you lost housing, because part of the requirement
Correct.
is you got to have somebody to help you out.
If you are disabled, yeah, it goes hand in hand.
And how long have you been living like this?
I've been I only had housing for 4 years, but for before that 4 years that I was not on, I spent 28 years
Being homeless?
plus. Yeah.
And so we were just talking a little earlier about the frustration of the budget cuts and basically all the bureaucracy to try to get help, because like you said, that I knew this was happening, but you know it probably better than I do, that no matter the shelters you can't get into because there's waiting lists.
The shelters the shelters in Seattle, the shelters here in the local area are run by Catholic Community Services. Catholic Community Services won't let me in because they're mobile, and because they what I mean by mobile is if you're disabled, they will not take the credibility for the wheelchair people.
Oh, they don't take the liability?
Yeah.
And so
the liability, if he
something happens to you, then they don't want to be responsible.
Exactly.
So then let me ask you this, the shelters, like you said, you went through Pierce County, which is Tacoma, and then here in Kent, and then Seattle, of course, is all full and pushing. Now, I know Pierce County's had a problem trying to...
And Tahomas is full.
Yep, they're all full.
Thurston is full, but and the only thing with Thurston is they had room, but they're not wheelchair accessible. And the Salvation Army one down there in Thurston, they had room, but they were not there. They had, for the beds, they're about 13 steps to 12 steps up.
And you can't, and that's not accessible for you.
And they're saying they're telling me that they can't. They won't be able to do it. So I went over to the Gospel Mission, which is only down there. They only do feeding. So I ended up having the camp right across the street, which is I didn't know this, but I didn't know this at the time that I did this. That was private land.
Oh.
And so I got, which it got thrown out, but I had to go to court on it, on the ticket.
So they cited you for, because you didn't, well, first of all, they cited a disabled man camping there because he had nowhere else to go.
Correct.
And then, like you're telling me, tonight you don't know where you're going to be.
Exactly.
But maybe if we can get you help and some donations, we can get you into a motel for tonight, because I know the temperature's going to drop into the 30s tonight.
Oh, trust me, and yeah, it's not gonna be nice, but you know, I do with what I try to do with what I have.
Yeah.
I try to do with what I got, but if it runs out, and if my chair breaks down, my chair is my life. My chair is if this breaks down, I'm gonna be honest. I'm screwed.